Happy Wednesday, everybody. Um, in this video, I'm actually showing you all three of my worm bins, which is J20, I got them in January 2020. Unique names, I know. And then there's M2021, which I got in May of 2021. And then it's my birthday month, so I was like, I'm gonna get worms because I'm weird. And that one is J 2021. So if I get another worm bin in January, I'm gonna have to make it like Jan 21 or something like that. Well, no, it'd be 22 at this point. But yeah, I went through and counted J20 and M21. And J20 has 24 worms, so that's right on schedule. And then I counted M21 once it got kind of settled, and it has 200 worms in it at least. I stopped counting at 200 because that's how many there were supposed to be in there, so that's what we went with. And then what I ordered for J21 was supposed to be 500 worms. And I'm going to give that a couple months to get settled, or at least a month to get settled, and then I'll count those as well to make sure that, you know, we're on track. Because if there's die-off, I want to keep track of it, you know? I know there's more than 24 in the J20 bin, in the OG bin, but I don't want to pick through every single thing. I know there's more than 200 in the M21 bin, but I'm not going to pick through everything. I bothered them enough counting up to what was supposed to be in there. But I have started, and I can show you that, started keeping a worm bin log. It's backwards for y'all, I'm sorry. And it's actually just, I put the Saturday, because I go through my bins on Saturday. Like the top one on this page is Saturday, May 23rd. Still had J20 still had food from last week. I turned it, which gets the moisture all through everything, and sunk the bedding, which basically means I like pulled out the big pieces of paper and put them in the bottom of the bin to help encourage the worms to eat them. Also on May 23rd, M21 ate all the food, so I gave them a handful of zucchini, 2 coffee filters, plus grit, which is pulverized eggshells. And it took them 3 weeks to eat 4 banana peels and 4 pieces of zucchini, so they're trucking through some food scraps. And then for J21, that's when I ordered the 500 worms, was that Saturday. And they actually came in Thursday, May 27th. So technically they're not June, but they're June. We're calling them June. Right now they're working on some corn cobs that I gave them. You'll see that. And then J20 and J21 are working on corn cobs. And M21 is working on a bunch of strawberry caps and leaves that I put in there with coffee and the filter, and you know. So I think this is gonna be good. I also have a breakdown of what the estimated population should be, and then I have a selling breakdown as well, which again is backwards for you guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I can fix it in editing. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's really it for the worms. For the gardening though, I've got 2 squash plants growing, 2 pumpkin plants growing. I've got 7 peas because one of them died. And then I've got the sage, the basil, you know. I've got the rosemary. I'm planning on growing spinach. And I think that's it. Of course, I've got the succulents, but I haven't done a video on succulents in forever. Most of my garden updates I actually do on TikTok. Because it's really easy to just be like, hey, that's a pumpkin. That's a squash. You know, just real quickly give a glance on it. But we're getting there. I also potted up 3 mint plants. I have mint taking over my yard. I've decided if I can pot up as much as I can and get rid of that mess too. But yeah, I mean, there's a selling schedule for the worms. I just have to figure out how much harvest I'm gonna get for a selling schedule for that. There's gonna be a lot of freezing stuff. There's gonna be a lot of green scraps because I have peas. There's also gonna be like tops and bottoms of squashes that are gonna go in the worm bin. I keep worrying about, am I gonna have enough food for the worms that I have? But I think I will, because I'm not gonna be able to use a lot of pumpkins. I'll probably be able to use 1 or 2, but I'm not like gonna line my whole porch with pumpkins, and I can only freeze so much pumpkin puree, and I can only feed so much to Coda and Alfred. So that's where I'm at. Let's get into looking at the worms. Well, hello, happy Wormy Wednesday. So this is my original bin. Oh, there's a little buddy sitting right on top. Only has 24 worms in it, but they do eat food. This is a banana stem that I'm gonna break apart for them. Maybe not. There's the baby. I don't have this one set up with a really good recording, so you're just gonna have to, I guess, deal with it. Alright, so today we had corn on the cob yesterday, so I'm gonna put that down in there. They've got a bunch of bedding stuff. That's about as simple as that one's gonna be. Alright, so worm bin number 2. The worm bin that's mad at me because I counted it the other day. Are you alive or are you dead? You're alive. Alright. They still have banana peels. A bunch of banana peels. Oh! I fed this one banana peels and strawberries 2 days ago. But they're mad at me because I counted them. Because I try to keep an accurate count on my bins. Yeah. So they're okay. You know, they're still zooming around. And they've got food that I'm gonna cover up. Yeah, they're okay. This is the 200 count bin. And there are 200 of them in here. I thought that a bunch of them had died off. But yeah, this one's doing okay. This is the brand new bin. I ordered 500. And they're, they're not the happiest. But they've got a bunch of bedding. Gave them a bunch of water the other day. They've got their cocoa core to go through. You can't see anything. Yeah, They got their cocoa core to go through, and I'm gonna give them, since I didn't give the other bin a corn cob, I'm gonna give them both of the corn cobs. So they can have both of those and all their bedding. And, you know, they're just bait worms. Still getting used to their surroundings. I'm still having some escapees. So I'll give them a month or two, and then I'll count them as well to make sure that what number they settled at. But yeah, that's all 3 of the worm bins today in the video. Holy cow, I did it.